to your favorite bookish podcast, Fully Booked and Caffeinated. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Heather.
And today we have our monthly bonus episode, Bookish Banter, where we discuss the other books we've been reading this past month and whether we recommend them, and also our other favorite pop culture obsessions.
Mm-hmm.
This is December's recap, which means that the holidays are just about over.
Mm-hmm.
The real seasonal depression is about to hit. I will be fully embracing my hibernation this winter, so hopefully I'll emerge a few pounds lighter and also much paler.
Right?
It's going to be a rough one, considering we're about to get our second snowstorm of the winter and it's only December. It's going to be a long winter.
It's going to be a long winter. It really is. I'm not here for it, but
no.
We shall persevere.
We have no choice.
We don't have
what
any
are you
choice.
drinking? What are you drinking this evening?
I have water right now, but this morning I'm like trying to hit Starbucks as much as possible before they run out of the caramel brulee. So I've just been like getting it like every day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped this morning and got the caramel brulee latte.
Okay.
Yeah, which was delicious. But then I told you Eric bought me the Starbucks Holiday Nespresso pods.
Okay.
So our goal this weekend is to learn how to use the Nespresso machine, and it's going to happen.
You're going to be so annoyed at yourself when you see how easy it is.
No, literally, because one of my goals going into the new year is to actually make coffee at home.
Mm-hmm.
And like no longer, because I'm going to be completely transparent. I haven't been loving my coffee from Dunkin', you know, and like it's
sometimes
not cheap.
You need a break.
Yeah, it's like not cheap. And I kind of like want to make it more of like a little treat now instead of like an everyday thing. Whereas I can just, if I can understand the Nespresso, and I have so many TikToks saved of fun drinks to make at home.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going to be working from home in a few months, I need to learn how to use it. So
You do.
Yeah. So now maybe future episodes I'll tell you about the coffee I'm making at home, all the fun concoctions I'm making.
The fun Nespresso recipes.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I had my Nespresso this morning. I actually had a protein coffee because I went to the gym this morning. Very proud of myself for finally finding the motivation. That is the only reason I left the house today. So like I had the promise of coming home and getting back on the couch immediately after. So that's my reward program. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I actually got in my holiday bundle, I got New Orleans pods. You know how they have the chicory coffee?
Yes.
That we had when we were there, and it's like a little bit like stronger and bitter.
Yeah.
So they have Nola blend pods
I
got. Yeah, so I tried those for the first time. And they're espresso pods, so you can make a latte, but I just made the espresso and mixed it with my protein shake. And it was delicious.
That sounds good.
So I got a little of our, New Orleans nostalgia in my coffee today. Except it was so warm and wonderful in New Orleans. Here it's under 20 degrees.
Literally wasn't expecting to walk outside to the cold weather that I walked outside to this morning. I was like, oh, okay. We're back in it, I guess.
I know. I was like all bundled up, but my nose was exposed and I came in and I was like, oh no, why does it feel like it's going to fall off? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so I have a lot of reads this month. And that's because I finished school a week ago.
Uh-huh.
And I read like 3 books since then.
Love that.
Because I have a lot of time to make up. My bookshelves are getting fuller and my brain is not getting fuller. Well, it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, starting off strong with The Lamb by Lucy Rose. This is about a little girl and her cannibal mother, and that's not a spoiler because it's in the book description. But the mother meets a woman and decides that she likes her new girlfriend more than she likes her daughter.
Oh, good.
And this book is told from the daughter's POV. So it's very sad, and the cannibalism is the least fucked up part.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I also listened to the audiobook, and it's from the girl's like POV, so it makes it even sadder.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And she's not like little, but she's like a young girl, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked this, but it was very fucked up. And then I finally finished I think this is my only nonfiction read of this year. No. We did a
Dinner with Vampires.
Yes. Okay. It's my second. There we go. Look at me. Girl on Girl, How Pop Culture Turned a Generation of Women Against Themselves by Sophie
And how
Gilbert.
was it?
As expected, it made me mad.
Okay.
I knew that was going to happen, obviously. There was some really like powerful, important messages in it, but mostly it was just kind of surface level, and it introduced a whole lot of topics, but didn't really dive too deeply into any of them.
Okay.
And there was also a lot of describing specific episodes of TV and movies in detail instead of just explaining the relevance of those. So that was kind of weird. But anyway, it was good in theory, but not necessarily in execution. But I do have some other books on my list that are similar to this that I'm now like even more motivated to read.
Yeah.
Because it does make you see things from, a totally different perspective of things I already agree with. You know
I
what
like
I mean?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. Not great, but listen, it's nonfiction. I wasn't going to love it.
Yeah, nonfiction's always a toss-up.
Exactly. And then I read Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. This is about a writer who meets her dream girl at a farmer's market, and they start a passionate relationship, but farmer's market girl is weirdly secretive, and it turns out she's sourcing her ingredients for her all-natural products from questionable places. I liked this. It's very predictable, and the main character, you just want to scream at her because she's just falling into these traps so easily, but it was still a fun read. I still liked it. And it was a quick one. It was only like 200 pages or something.
Oh,
so
nice.
It really got to the point quickly, which I liked.
Yeah.
And then I read the arc I was telling you about, which is Humbug by David McElroy. And this is my second arc from him, and I definitely like the other one better. This is a horror novel set in an abandoned mall and movie theater during Christmas time. Which,
that's the cool atmosphere.
Setting on point. It's the middle of a blizzard, and just the idea of an abandoned mall that's decorated for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a space that's supposed to be busy and it's empty. That's scary.
That is.
And then 3 of the villains are dressed as an elf, Mrs. Claus, and of course Santa. So that was really cool. It was a very cool slasher with these very thematic killers. But then it started getting very sci-fi. And that's where it lost me. I didn't really like the turn that it took there. So I rated it 3.5 because it was a perfect seasonal read for right now.
I mean, that's not bad for an arc.
Not bad at all. But I rated his last one 4.5. I loved it. So this one just... I definitely think people will like this. I'm just not really into sci-fi.
It just missed the mark for you a little bit.
Exactly. And then I read Intercepts by TJ Payne. This is kind of giving Tender is the Flesh vibes. It's about a very secretive government-run facility that does experiments on human subjects.
Okay.
But the subjects are a little more aware than the staff realizes.
Okay.
It gets super gory. And the societal horror element is very haunting. It's one of those that, they act like it would never happen, but we know better. You know what I mean? So I did really like this. I thought it was kind of the characters were like, like the story part was just fine, but like the horror part really did it. You know what I mean?
That's nice. Yeah.
And then last but not least, I read Reluctant Immortals by Gwendolyn Kist. Kisty? Could go either way. This is about the forgotten women in history. So the woman who dated Dracula and Bertha from Jane Eyre, and how, which I don't know anything about Jane Eyre before reading this book. Okay. Yeah. But apparently, like, well known in history, whatever. And how they're haunted by these powerful men who ruined their lives. I wouldn't say this is particularly well written, and it felt very repetitive, but I still liked it because it was just like fun. It was kind of like the book club book that we read. Like, it just, there was a lot that I was like, okay, I could pick that apart, but it was still just fun to read. And I really liked a lot of the characters. They tried to make it into this like feminist women taking back their power type thing, but that part felt a little forced. Instead, there was just like, I really liked the friendships between all the women and just kind of how they like stuck together. So I felt like the part they were pushing wasn't the real feminist message. You know what I mean? So I read the reviews and a lot of people had issues with this, but I liked it. It's my opinion.
Your opinion's the only one that matters.
That's true, because not many people read this book anyway, so. But anyway, yeah, so lots of reads for me this month, and all of them were good. None of them were like 5 stars, best book ever, but still a really good month.
Very nice.
How about you? What romances did you get into this month?
Oh, I oversaturated myself with holiday romances specifically, to the point that I wrote these all out and I was like, I don't remember what happened, because they literally, I read them back to back to back to back. So like, there's no discerniation between any of them.
It's like a Hallmark Christmas movie. You can't give the exact plot, but you get the general idea of each one.
Yeah, so I read the Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn, which was kind of like her follow-up to the one that I read last month, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. So it takes place in the same town. It's just a different character. You know, I want to like Megan Quinn because everyone likes Megan Quinn. She's very like sarcastic, comical writer, but I feel like our maturity levels are too different. So a lot of the stuff that she writes kind of goes over my head, or I just don't jive with it. Okay. And it's very much, I read a review today and I was like, this is so spot on. The reviewer said it's sarcastic, cheesy banter and like overly quirky characters that like, it's just very much, like I've said before, kind of like a juvenile type writing. So I only gave it 3 stars. Like, it was a fun read for Christmas, but I don't necessarily enjoy her writing style. But there is one book that a lot of people liked that came out this summer called This Summer Do Us Part or something like that, that I will give a shot because people really, really liked that one. And if I read that and I don't like it, then I know that it's just, I just got to give it up. I just got to stop trying.
And your opinion's the only one that matters.
Exactly.
It's true for both of us.
I read The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. This is one in that series, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This was like the 3rd one, I think. So I actually jumped. I didn't go in chronological order, but like, you don't really have to, realistically. This one was cute. The female main character buys this abandoned Christmas tree farm and basically like reopens it. And now I just really want a Christmas tree farm. Like, badly.
I would love to see her business model. It doesn't seem like it would be sustainable, but who am I to say?
I know, but I mean, apparently I gave it 4 stars, so I liked it.
Okay.
I read 2 Lauren Blakely's, Merry Little Christmas, which I believe just came out this year. I really liked that one. I rated that one 5. And I also rated the other one 5 stars, which came out last year, which was called My Favorite Holiday. And so this was actually my first Lauren Blakely books, and I really liked her a lot. And so I was looking back through like her repertoire, and she's a sports romance.
Oh,
so she has like a whole hockey series.
Perfect for you.
So I have the first book on my Kindle to start in the new year. So I think I'm gonna blow through her books, and so I think she's gonna be a romance reader that I like.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, because I like the Christmas books, but let's see if it follows through,
if it translates,
with her other ones. But I really enjoyed both of them. And then I've read Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, which was her new holiday book that just came out. I really liked it. So realistically, I don't think there's anything that she can write that I will dislike. It wasn't as good as like First Time Caller or like her other books. But I still like enjoyed it. So like it was kind of like a unrealistic storyline. Because like she's the female main character is met with the ghost from Christmas past. Oh. And like, yeah, and they have like this somehow connection, and because then he only visits, you know like Ghosts of Christmas Past, you visit people that have basically been Scrooges and are terrible people. And so and the main character Harriet is like, but I'm like such a good person, why are you here? And like it's true, like she is. And so like the whole point of the book is to figure out why they're like connected to each other. Okay. But there's gonna be it's gonna be like kind of like a series like she's been doing, and then the next one that's gonna come out next year is one of the Grim Reapers, and I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll be
good. Because basically the spirit world has everything, like poltergeists, spirits, Grim Reaper, like there's a bunch. So I think she's going to kind of explore that supernatural world a little bit. Okay. So I'm excited to see like where she goes with it. But I liked it. Like it was good. Like I really like her. She's definitely like one of my tops. So, and I actually have like the physical copy, and it's pretty because it has like the splayed edges.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which are so common now. And I love it. I finally finished the audiobook that I started 2 months ago.
I don't even remember which one you're listening to.
The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, who I absolutely love now too. I read her duology last year, The One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, that I was like obsessed with. So this is her new duology. The second book comes out next year. This one just came out this year. It was very, very good. Okay. It's like an interesting concept. So the female main character, she's what's known as a diviner, and she has to wear like this shawl over her eyes, and so like you can't take it off, like she has to wear it for like ever. And people come to see her to figure out kind of like it's not seeing their future, but kind of giving them an idea of what their future could look like. And so what happens is she gets drowned in like this specific water, and she sees the portents and like all like the gods and stuff like that, and then she comes back to life and she's like, oh, this is what I saw, blah 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 blah. Okay. But really, really good. She's such a good world builder, to the point that's not like an overabundance of it. So I'm really excited now for the second one to come out. But yeah, I gave that one 5 stars. I'm really excited for the next one. And last but not least, I read The Defender by Anna Huang. This is the second in her sports series. I had read The Striker, I think it was last year. They're thick. Like, I was on my Kindle, but like it's a long one. But it was really good. You know, like she's like another one that I feel like that's so fluid. You know, because she writes like the billionaire romances with like the King series, and then she also did the Twisted series, which is just kind of like basic, but this is UK football. Okay. So like soccer. And then the third one comes out next year, and that one's gonna be like my favorite kind, where it's single dad and nanny. So, which has become all of a sudden my new favorite thing. Didn't know it was my thing. So okay, yeah, so I give it 4.5. But yeah, that was so I started out with a lot of Christmas, And then I was like, think I'm done. I had more to read, and I was like, I don't think I can do anymore. Because I read literally, like, I think 7 holiday romances back to back to back. So,
like, I can't read about any more Christmas trees.
Yeah, like, I'm not romanced out, but I'm like Christmas romanced out.
Okay. Listen, it happens.
Yeah. So I was actually pleasant. I didn't realize how much I read until, like, I was writing it out today. I was like, oh, I actually read a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds like you had a good month too.
No, it was good. They were all good books. So can't really complain.
Okay. I like it. How about upcoming releases for next month?
There were 2 that I saw that I'm definitely interested in. Jeanette McCurdy's novel finally comes out. Half His Age. So I'm looking forward to that one, especially since, like, reading her memoir and, like, knowing that she dated an older guy. I think it's going to be interesting, because I'm assuming she's probably pulling from her own personal experiences with that one.
Yeah, I agree.
And then The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead.
Oh, that comes out in January? Oh, okay. I'm excited for that one too. I didn't even realize.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people. It's going to be, like, kind of like a Daisy Jones.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even like a romance. It's not even like a thriller.
Just like a literary fiction type thing. Okay. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of authors that you read have books coming out.
Yeah. So I also had on my list A Box Full of Darkness by Simone St. James. I love Simone St. James, so I'm super excited for that. I've read all of hers except for, like, 2, and I have them both. I just haven't read them yet. So I'm excited for this. And then a bunch of authors who I like and I will read, but I won't read, like, the month they come out are like thriller authors. So Rachel Hawkins, Alice Feeney, Ashley Elston, and Laura Dave all have new thrillers coming out in January.
I saw that. And
in case anyone is keeping track, Frida McFadden also has a new book coming out.
I also saw that.
We're not looking forward to it, but I just like pointing it out how often on this damn podcast we're talking about Frida McFadden, who has a full-time job, by the way, is pumping out new books. But, you know,
and she's going to
ChatGPT really
raking in this cash because now Housemaid is out. And she's making money off that.
Oh, 100%. I was just saying that I'm about to go see it. I didn't even want to wait until it's out of theaters. But anyway, imagine just the effect she's having on the environment using AI that often.
Yeah.
It's just a little unfair, you know?
I know. And I've been seeing a lot of discourse recently, too, online with, like, AI for all entertainment. Books, songs, actors, you know? Like, it's really becoming a problem, which we knew was going to happen.
Have you seen people are doing AI images of Jake Paul getting his ass handed to him? And it's such a shame because he was already getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
And there are already real photos of him fearing for his life. We don't have to use AI. You know what I mean?
No.
I will say, we were talking before we started recording about, like, how we're trying not to have high expectations for 2026 because 2025 was such a absolute shithole of a year. But if we were going to have expectations, I just want to say that ending the year with Jake Paul and Andrew Tate getting their shit absolutely rocked.
Good omen,
sign.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, maybe next year, men who deserve it will get what's coming.
We'll get
to them, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't want to have expectations. It was a weird coincidence, you know? Yeah, anyway, the internet is a great place to be right now because the images are great. Also, like, I didn't realize that Chase from Too Hot to Handle was an actual boxer.
I just saw that today that you messaged me about that. And I was like, what is happening? What is happening?
Wait, no, that's Chase. Like,
insane.
So insane. So I hate Chase, but I like him
a lot
now.
of things on that I wasn't expecting on my 2025 bingo card. this year. There was a lot.
So true. All right, we digress. Anyway, okay, so book topic for this month.
I'm ready.
Is reading goals. So at the end of the year, it's obviously time that a lot of book creators or just readers in general are talking about hitting their reading goals for the past year, which is amazing, of course. But it's also a time where the internet trolls like to attack other readers for their goals. And I follow so many creators who make videos explaining how they're able to read X amount of books because commenters attack them in the comments saying there's no way they can read that much and actually have a job or a life or whatever, so they must be lying. And on the other hand, there's other creators who read fewer books per year, and then commenters are telling them that they're not real book influencers because they haven't read enough. And it's like, what is with the made up standards that we feel that we can hold strangers on the internet to?
It's crazy.
It's insane. And
it's insane.
It's not even like the normal standards, quote unquote, of impossible beauty guidelines or something that's been drilled into our heads throughout our whole life. This is literally about reading books, a hobby, some might say. And it's so flabbergasting, you know?
No, literally.
I do think it has a lot to do with, number one, trying to control other people and force what you think is right on others behind a stupid internet screen because that's what the internet is. But also, I think there's this bigger reason behind it, which is like what we refer to as hustle culture, which is like, we can't even have a relaxing hobby. Everything has to be a competition. Everything has to be pushing to do more, feeling like you're not doing enough. This is something that's supposed to be relaxing that you ideally don't even track. It's not something you're supposed to be tracking. You know what I mean? And I 100% am a victim of hustle culture. I think most millennials are. And, you know, I do feel pressure to read, not only because I love reading and because I have multiple bookshelves of unread books, but also because of the whole book culture and like because I give a lot of book recommendations and it's like I have to read more, so I have to have a better library in my mind of books and a more like well-rounded exposure to more books. You know what I mean?
No, I do. I actually completely agree with that because I feel like there's this, I remember when I first started really posting on like Bookstagram and it was more like a fun community. And then it kind of turned into this competition of who had a better aesthetically pleasing grid, who was reading more, who was doing X, Y, and Z. And so like, you know, no matter what new fad or fun thing comes out, it eventually turns into this, you know, competition and negative vibes when that wasn't like what it started with. But even like what you said, trying to be like your own book influencer and give out book recommendations and posting about what you read, there's like this unnecessary pressure to read as much as possible because I need to push out content or I need to push out my thoughts. And it's like, no, like you can read one book and make a bunch of content off one book. There's not
100%.
You know, and I feel like that's just, it's unfortunate now that again we're just in this, like you said, hustle culture, because then it's not, it doesn't feel as meaningful either.
Exactly. And like you said, it lost that kind of excitement because even, you know, when we started doing this podcast and we were talking about like how amazing it was that people are into books again and that it's becoming this, like Barnes and Noble is opening like 50 new stores in the new year.
They
like,
are?
Yeah. Like,
oh, wow.
Printed media is back, baby.
You
know what I mean?
No, it really, really is.
And it's like, I love that, but everything gets ruined. And that's just the way it is. Capitalism attacks everything. And not for nothing, like people aren't taking into account book length or reading speed or genres of books. Like I'm a super fast reader. I always have been. That has nothing to do with book talk, nothing to do with this podcast. I've just always read fast, you know? And it also goes back to something that we've discussed on this podcast before about like privilege and having the time to read, having the ability to read, having access to books, having, you know, because there are some people who work during the day and then every night and all weekend they're reading and they're, you know, there's this one creator I follow who reads like 500 books a year, like some crazy, crazy amount. And it's like, that's amazing. She obviously doesn't have like children or family members that she's taking care of or a second job or, you know, these other things that would be responsibilities that would take that time away from her. And I'm not shaming her for that at all. I'm just saying like, these are things that we have to consider.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's like, there's a reason that just talking about it personally, like that I don't read as much during school because that's not what my priority is. You know what I mean? So I think it's such a stupid thing to measure. And I get when creators are talking about like, oh, I've read this many thriller books and that's why I'm qualified to recommend these 10 thrillers to you because I've read so many. I totally get that, but it shouldn't be the only criteria, or it shouldn't be used as something to tear these creators down.
100%.
The internet is so dark.
The internet loves to tear a person down.
Oh, 100%. Especially a woman. And if you don't know about that, how long have you been listening to this podcast? Anyway, so moral of the story is reading goals don't fucking matter. The point is just to read because you like it and because reading is amazing, because there are so many books for us to read. There's so much. We should be racing through books for that reason.
Agreed.
Not to show off for the internet.
Yeah.
Show off for the internet. Give me a break. Give me a break. Do people even listen to this podcast? I think so. Anyway. Okay. Anything else on books?
No.
All right. Let's move on to other things that rot our brains, which are also hobbies, but, you know, arguably probably not as good ones. Yeah. Anywho, so TV. You did watch it. Did you finish Traitors Celebrity UK?
I did.
So good.
It was so good.
So good. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because the first episode, I didn't know anyone.
Yeah. No, I loved it.
But oh my God, the casting was amazing. I loved so many of those people. Yeah, it was just so much fun. So if you, and it wasn't really like promoted that much.
No, but I'm excited that it got picked up for a second season.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something to fill that Traitors size hole in your heart, Traitors Celebrity UK, and then Traitors UK season 4, season 5, whatever season they're on, starts in January.
That's right. Remember, you told me that. And then US starts in January. Exactly.
US starts in January also. So we're going to be Traitors out for a little bit. And I love it.
I need it. I'm so excited.
Need it. 100%. I agree. We also had the Survivor finale.
Yes.
Which we didn't talk about the preview for season 50. Did you see it?
I did, yeah.
What did you think?
I'm a little concerned about how much pop culture they're mixing into it.
What is Mr. Beast doing there?
I don't know. So we'll see. I'm excited about the cast though, and I'm excited to see how it like ends up working out. Because I forgot like who was in it, to be completely transparent. And when I was watching the promo, I was like, I totally forgot like Suri was coming back. Like I forgot all these people were. Yeah, Coach I remembered, but like there were so many people. I was like, oh, I totally forgot that you were even going to be on it. So I'm actually like excited. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how far Rizzo and Savannah get, because no one got to see their season before going on to this.
I actually am a little disappointed that they're the ones from the season.
I agree.
I wish we got some people that we didn't see as much.
But I was listening to Jeff's podcast, and he said that they knew it was going to be Rizzo and Savannah like pretty early on.
Okay.
So they didn't.
I mean, I get that.
Like even before, like how the season ended, they knew that they wanted to bring them back.
I believe that because they were characters from the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I definitely fear that it's going to be just like way too gimmicky and way too many like stupid twists, because like I get what they're trying to do. Like you're bringing Mr. Beast hoping that you're going to get his huge fan base, but like, I'm sorry, these people who are watching Mr. Beast on YouTube are not going to tune into Survivor just to see him.
I still don't even know who Mr. Beast is. Like, I know his face, but I don't know what he does.
Okay, he does these crazy ass, like, game shows, basically, and gives away, like, millions and millions and millions of dollars. Okay. He basically, like, hosts his own Squid Games. It's insane. He does other stuff, too, but I only know about him because Eric watches him on YouTube. And
yeah. He's not my
so
cup of tea,
crazy.
so.
But he makes ridiculous amounts of money, and now he has, like, so many of his own, like, brand things, like, protein bars, chocolate, you know, like all this shit. Like he's just like, I'm pretty sure he's like completely self-made, which is cool, but it's definitely not my thing. And I don't think that it's going to be the crossover that they think it is. You know
I agree with that. I already saw a lot of people like, why is Mr. Beast on my screen?
Yeah. Like, and if he's just there to like throw some money at them, I don't know, have him like do a challenge or something. I don't know. Yeah. Have them do something fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm obviously excited for it, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Just in case.
Agreed.
Other than that, for reality, the new Vanderpump Rules started. The internet is not happy. And I am with the internet. I am also not happy because instead of making it its own show and like, because obviously it's a whole new cast, but they're calling it like season 13 or season 12 or whatever. It's like, just change the name a little bit and make it its own show instead of acting like it's the same thing when it's not. It's also hard because they're literally like 21-year-olds and I just don't connect with 21-year-olds like I used to. It's the same as like Love Island. Like sometimes they're just so young and I'm like, I don't know the words you're saying.
Right.
So I'm still gonna watch it.
I was watching Love Island Australia, and I was like, no, I can't do it.
I started watching it. You stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really like any of them.
No.
I'm only like 4 episodes in. But...
No, I think I got like maybe 10 episodes in, and I like tried watching it the other night, and I was like, this is gonna rot my brain.
Okay, great. All right. You gave me permission to stop watching it, which is amazing. Because I'm like, I can't be bothered. Okay. I'm trying to think other reality TV. Everything else has just been kind of continuing. What other reality are you watching? Nothing.
It's all I watched the month of December was Survivor and Hallmark Christmas movies. Nothing else.
True. Okay. I did watch the scripted All Her Fault, that new one on Peacock. When my mom was here, we like watched the whole thing in 2 days. I didn't love it, but it's still worth watching. Yeah. Because it's just like one of those like quick like crime shows. But I thought it was a little over the top. And I was like, I want to strangle all these people, you know?
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was good to watch.
Oh, did you see though that they released like the first 2 people for White Lotus? And like AJ from Allie and AJ is going to be on it.
What? Yeah. No, I didn't know that. That's so funny.
Another. I forgot that Mike White was going to be on Survivor.
I think that's so crazy that Mike White is going to be on there. Which, by the way, I think my background show for January is going to be old seasons of Survivor.
Well, did you catch that what they're going to do the weeks before?
Yes.
The episode, they're gonna play every night an episode of one of the contestants. So I'm actually excited about that.
Me too, but I definitely feel like so much will get left out
Oh,
because
I
there's so
know.
many people.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
But I think that's really cool that they're doing it. They know what they're doing as far as promotion, which is awesome.
Oh, 100%.
But I do want to watch some of the older seasons, which I've seen almost every season. I think there's like 3 or 4 seasons I haven't watched, but it's been a while. So
Yeah,
I definitely want to rewatch them.
I would like to do a complete like binge as well.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. That'll probably be my background show. Other than that, I watched the Diddy documentary on Netflix.
Was it good?
Yes. Not much new information, but a lot of stuff that I forgot about. Mm-hmm. One of the whole episodes was just about how like he's responsible for Tupac and Biggie dying, which I totally forgot about. And then there was like one episode all about him and Cassie, one about like his childhood, and then they had 2 of the jurors on here. Once you watch it and then you're like on the internet, you'll see everyone just ripping these jurors apart.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This guy's just such a fucking monster. But the worst part, or the funniest part, is that they're talking about all these horrible things he's done, right? And all of the lives that he's ruined and all the people that he's assaulted and all this stuff. And then as the icing on the cake, they're like, yeah, and he's trash at music. He cannot sing, cannot rap, cannot dance. And I'm like, damn, they are so right. They're like, if you listen to Eddie's song where Diddy is singing on it, it's like, please stop. Like, obviously he's successful and has made so much money, but I'm like, doesn't mean he's talented.
No.
So I just love that on top of like completely exposing him, they were like, oh, and also he sucks. You know?
Icing on the cake.
Seriously. And then I watched Him, the movie. Do you know about this movie?
I mean, this was the Jordan Peele's, right?
So he didn't direct it, but it came from his production company.
Yeah. I saw all like the trailers.
Yes, I remember seeing the trailers, and then it just got released on Peacock.
Okay.
I watched it. It was very good.
Oh.
And it's very Jordan Peele-esque. Like, it just is like a mind fuck. It gets very gory and very like football violence graphic. You know what I mean? Like people slamming their heads together and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Which is like worse than horror movie graphic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really liked it. It got weird, but I liked it. And also, you know who else is in it? The Uncut Gems girl, Julia Fox.
Oh.
She's obviously weird in it, but she's like supposed to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, very weird. And other than that, I've just been watching Christmas horror movies. But I did forget about my favorite Christmas movie when we were talking about on the Grinch episode. And? My favorite Christmas movie is Gremlins.
Oh, that's such a classic.
I love Gremlins.
Yeah, I haven't seen Gremlins in so long.
Oh, I love it so much. I just watched it yesterday. I totally forgot about it. So, yeah.
That's a good one.
It is. Did you watch any notable Christmas movies? Any that you can recall the plot to?
For Hallmark?
Yes.
Yes, Christmas at the Catnip Cafe.
Okay,
yes.
That was your favorite?
Of course, because it was about trying to save a cat cafe.
And I'm guessing they saved it, because otherwise it would be a horror movie.
Of course. Yeah. The other ones, there was one that came out this year. A lot of the times I have them on as background at work and even at home sometimes. But one that came out this year, they are definitely trying to be more with the times. And this was like a lesbian couple movie. Okay. And it was very much like some person just dropped the baby off to them. And they were like, I think you would take great care of this baby.
What a nightmare. Oh my God.
And they didn't want kids. And obviously by the end of the movie, they loved this kid and they wanted it, so it was fine. But like, I was just like, oh, so they're really just really pushing into the ideal of women that don't want to be mothers, but then having it forced upon them.
That is so dark.
Yeah.
It is so fucking dark.
Yeah, and then like a lot of especially the ones that are on during the day, during the week when I was at work would come on. They were like the ones from early 2010s before they really started pushing them out. And they were very, very much just like woo-woo. Mm-hmm. I don't know when the tide turned for Hallmark, but I'm glad that it did. Because now they're so successful, and now they have all these like notable actors that are known for being like Lacey Chabert from Mean Girls. Yeah. Like she is now just like a Hallmark movie girl.
Mm-hmm. No, that's so true. It used to be such a joke thing or like such a campy thing, and now it's like an actual thing that people want to watch.
Obsessed with them. Yeah. They are my favorite thing to watch during the holiday season.
That's so funny. Mm-hmm. I watched Black Christmas with Lacey Chabert in it, and
nice.
She got murdered with a rake. Anyway, she wasn't very good in it, but that's why she went to the Hallmark Channel.
Exactly.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else? Any podcasts? Any music you want to talk about?
No, because literally, I've been like on like my Christmas, so 98% of the music I listen to is Christmas. Which means the only podcasts I was listening to were like Survivor recaps.
I thought you were going to say Christmas podcasts.
No, actually, I don't follow any Christmas podcasts.
Okay, all right, maybe next year.
Yeah, but I did listen to. Actually, there was one episode. Be There in 5 with Kate Kennedy. She did a whole. This is good for like moms. Mm-hmm. She did a whole episode on Elf on the Shelf.
Oh, okay.
Which I really, really enjoyed because like we're not going to do Elf on the Shelf. I don't like it. I don't see the point of it. Mm-hmm. I don't judge people that do it. You're going to do what you want for your family. But it was interesting listening to it because I didn't know the lore of it. So I got to learn the background of it. And, a lot of listeners write in their thoughts on it. And I never thought about it from some of these point of views, how it causes now because the whole point of Elf on the Shelf is that the elf watches you all the time. So now there's like this issue of just like constant security and like being constantly watched. Like I don't love that. And then you're supposed to be well behaved, but yet the elf is doing shenanigans while you're sleeping. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like hypocritical. But there was one concept that a family did that I liked, is that the elf would come the day after Thanksgiving, just one time, and they would bring a pair of Christmas pajamas and a whole itinerary of what you can do with your family, like Christmas crafts and like things like that. And I'm like, you know what? That would be the only thing I think I would do. Like, I like that. I don't like the idea of like my children being monitored. Well, my child being monitored and like, you already have Santa Claus is watching you. Now you have this weird elf watching you. But
no, it's so true. And it's obviously stemming from very dark undertones.
No,
and they just put a cute face on it.
And it's pure commercialism.
Oh, 100%.
Because now they have all these like spin-offs, like there's pets for the elves. Mm-hmm. Like it's just like a lot. And
yeah, I was listening to this podcast where they were talking about it. They weren't like, they were just talking about it because they were talking about Christmas. And the one mom was like, I literally only do it because when my kid goes to school, it's all the kids are talking about.
I know. And so like, that's kind of like, what do you do? And then it's just like, you kind of have to be creative and like say like, oh, well, some houses the elves go to, some they don't. And you're just a good kid. They don't have to come here because you're doing so well. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah. And they're also saying like, she does it during the day. So it's like the elf moves when no one is home, like when everyone's at work and the kids are at school. So it's not like an in the middle of the night thing. I don't know. I definitely, I agree with what you're saying. Like every family has to have their own way that it works for them.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's another way to compare mothers to each other and compare families to each other. And wow, I didn't even really think of the surveillance part of it. That's so dark.
I never did either until like so many moms were like writing in about that specifically. And then I'm telling you should like do like a small deep dive because the people that created Elf on the Shelf stole the idea from someone else.
Really?
Yeah, so there was
Okay.
it was Christopher Poppykins. He was created in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s by a mom that she did it for her kids, and it kind of took off, and she was hand making them and
Mm-hmm.
like selling them. And so the people that now do Elf on the Shelf basically took that idea, and it was briefly discussed on the podcast. I didn't catch how much of it, but they can't like talk about, like, there's like, if you like work for them or the people who own Elf on the Shelf, they won't talk about it.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to
Do like a small deep dive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just on like the history of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I mean, even the idea of Santa like watching children and determining whether they're good or bad children is such a problematic topic, but
Yeah.
but so is Santa. But listen, I'm not here. I'm not here to ruin children's upbringings. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a little fucked up.
I know.
Okay. Wow. Quite the note to end on.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what you can take into your January hibernation.
Mm-hmm.
At least the elf is no longer watching you.
Yeah. There's that.
For now.
Okay. I'm just waiting for like an Elf on the Shelf horror movie. It's gonna come.
Oh my God, that's so brilliant. Wow.
And if no one's thought of it before, I just gave you the idea. I would appreciate
You just
some
gave
kickback.
me the idea.
I would appreciate some kickback.
I feel like it's probably already in the works just because they literally have a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh.
I know.
So why wouldn't they have Elf on the Shelf? Let's see.
Murderous elves.
It came out in 2021 and it's called Hell on the Shelf.
There we go.
Incredible stuff. Wow.
I have to add that to your film TBW
100%.
to be watched.
Oh, look at it. Can you see it? It's so creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible. Okay, yeah, I will report back. It's a short horror film. So
there we go. Wonderful.
I'll see it on the YouTube. Anywho, that's all I needed. All right. Well, that's all we have for you this month. More than you asked for, as usual. If you like what you heard, please make sure to follow, subscribe, and rate and review the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on. If you have any book recommendations or questions for us, you can email us at fullybookedcalfpod@gmail.com. Also, go and follow us on our socials to see our upcoming reads. We are on Instagram and TikTok at fullybookedcalfpod. Thanks for checking us out, and remember,
if you need us, we're fully booked.
Bye.